Okay students, in the last class you studied about preparation of haloalkanes and haloarenes. In that you studied some methods, like first one is from alcohols. From alcohols by using haloacids, then by using phosphorus trihalides, then phosphorus pentahalides, and then by using thionyl chlorides. Then the second method you studied is from alkenes. From alkenes there are two methods, that is by using hydrogen halides. By using hydrogen halides, if the addition takes place according to Markovnikov rule, the product will be 2 haloalkanes. And if the addition takes place according to anti-Markovnikov rule, that is in the presence of peroxide, that is Kharash effect, the product will be 1 haloalkane. The next method you studied is from alkane, from alkenes only. The next method is by using halogens. By using halogens, that is in the presence of carbon tetrachloride, vicinal dihalides will be formed. The next method is from alkanes, that is free radical halogenation. Why it is called free radical halogenation? Here halogen, for example chlorine, undergoes homolysis to form free radicals. These free radicals replaces the free radicals, that is the hydrogen free radical of alkane to form isomeric haloalkanes. The isomers of haloalkanes which are formed, they are difficult to separate, hence the yield of the product will be less. So let us write this equation once again, that is from alkanes. For example, let us consider N-butane. Formula of N-butane is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. This is N-butane. N-butane reacts with chlorine. Here, 2 isomers of haloalkanes are formed. Therefore, you have to consider 2 molecules of N-butane react with 2 molecules of chlorine. This reaction takes place in the presence of sunlight, UV light, or on heating. Here free radical reaction takes place. Chlorine undergoes homolysis to form chlorine free radicals. So 4 chlorine free radicals are formed here. These chlorine free radicals replaces the hydrogen free radicals. I will write this as CH2 hydrogen. This will be replaced by chlorine. Therefore, the product will be CH3, this one product. The other isomer of this will be, now let us replace, instead of this hydrogen free radical, the replacement of this free radical takes place now. So this free radical will be replaced by chlorine free radical. So it forms, the other isomer is CH3, CH2, CHCl, CH3. So the 2 isomers are 1 chlorobutane and 2 chlorobutane are formed here. So these 2 isomers are difficult to separate, hence the yield of the product in this method is less. So here this is called free radical halogenation, because free radicals will, reaction between, that is replacement of free radicals takes place here. Okay, the next method, that is the 5th method, is, this is the 4th method. The 4th method is from haloalkanes. From haloalkanes. Here we are preparing haloalkanes from haloalkanes. You might be thinking haloalkanes, how from haloalkanes? Here the exchange of halogens takes place. By using one haloalkane, we can prepare one other type of haloalkane. that is called as halogen exchange reaction. This reaction is called halogen exchange reaction. Here there are two types. The first one is called Finkelstein reaction. Finkelstein reaction. Finkelstein reaction, the other one is Schwarz reaction. These two reactions are very, very important for exam. You must learn these two reactions very well. So, first one is Finkelstein reaction. Here, in this reaction, alkyl chlorides or alkyl bromides will be converted into alkyl iodides. So, alkyl halides, which we are using here. Here, X is chlorine or bromine. X cannot be fluorine because fluorine is very small. It tightly holds the alkyl group. It will not leave the alkyl group. So, alkyl halides, that is alkyl chlorides or alkyl bromides, react with sodium iodide in the presence of dry acetone. To form here, halogen exchange takes place. That is, X will be replaced by iodine. Fluorine or bromine will be replaced by iodine. So, the alkyl iodide is formed plus NaX. Let us write one example here. Ethyl C2 CH3 CH2 Cl plus sodium iodide react in the presence of dry acetone. Sodium iodide in dry acetone react to form ethyl CH3 CH2I, ethyl iodide plus NaCl. Or if we take ethyl bromide, reacts with sodium iodide in the presence of dry acetone to form ethyl iodide plus NaBr. Here, sodium iodide is soluble in dry acetone, whereas sodium chloride or sodium bromide which are formed, they are insoluble in dry acetone and they form insoluble precipitate which is removed by filtration. So, the yield of the product, that is alkyl iodide, increases according to Le-Chatelier's principle. So, this reaction is called as Finkelstein reaction. So, that is alkyl chlorides or alkyl bromides react with sodium iodide in the presence of dry acetone to form alkyl iodide. This reaction is called as Finkelstein reaction. The second halogen exchange reaction is, that is B, is Schwarz reaction. Schwarz reaction. Schwarz reaction. What is meant by Schwarz reaction? Here, again same alkyl chlorides or alkyl bromides react with metal fluorides to form alkyl fluorides. That means alkyl chloride or alkyl bromides will be converted into alkyl fluorides in this process, in this reaction. That is alkyl halides. Here again X is Cl or Br. React with metal fluorides. Metal fluorides we here used are metal silver fluoride, metals like silver fluoride, mercuric fluoride, Hag2Cl2, or cobalt fluoride, that is COF3, or antimony fluoride. These are the metal fluorides which are used in this reaction. So, alkyl halide react with metal fluorides like silver fluoride to form alkyl fluorides plus AgX. Alkyl fluoride, that is AgRF plus AgX. Here you can write the example by taking ethyl chloride or ethyl bromide. That is, ethyl fluoride will be formed in this reaction. So these are different methods of preparation of haloalkanes. Next is properties of haloalkanes. First we will study physical properties of haloalkanes. Physical properties of haloalkanes. So first let us study about physical state. Physical state. See, lower members of haloalkanes, that is haloalkanes containing one or two carbon atoms like methyl chloride, methyl bromide, ethyl chloride, they are gases. Lower members are gases and higher members are solids or liquids. Why the higher members are solids or liquids? This is because with increase in number of carbon atom, intermolecular force of attraction increases, hence they exist in solid or liquid state. Next physical property is color and odor. They are, in the pure form, they are colorless, but when they are exposed to air or sunlight, these bromides and iodides, they acquire color. And they are odorless actually, but these aromatic, that is haloarenes, they are volatile and they have sweet smell. So next physical property is boiling point. This is the important property, physical property, boiling point. See, boiling point of haloalkanes are higher than the boiling points of corresponding alkanes. For example, if we consider methyl chloride and methane, the boiling point of methyl chloride is greater than the boiling point of methane, and similarly if we consider ethyl chloride or ethyl bromide, its boiling point is more than ethane, the corresponding alkane. This is because in the haloalkanes are slightly polar in nature. In this, the CX bond is slightly polar. Hence, these molecules are held by dipole-dipole interaction, which is a stronger force of attraction. Therefore, stronger the force of attraction between the molecules, higher will be the boiling point. And next, in isomeric haloalkanes, if we consider the isomers of haloalkanes, boiling point decreases with increase in branching. For example, let us consider some isomers of butane. N-butane, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. This is N-butane. That is N-butyl chloride. That is 1-butane. This has more boiling point than 2-chlorobutane. That is CH3, CH2, CHCl, CH3. This is 2-chlorobutane, which in turn has higher boiling point than tertiary butyl chloride. That is CCH3, CH3Cl. That is 2-chloro-2-methyl propane. This has lowest boiling point. Why this is so? This is because here we see there is long chain, straight chain. Here there is one branch is there. Here more branching is there. With increase in branching, the surface area decreases. As the surface area decreases, the molecule acquires the spherical shape. That means the van der Waals force of attraction, the molecules come closer. As the molecules come closer, the force of attraction, this here, the force of attraction is less. So, the boiling point is less. So, this surface area decreases, hence the force of attraction decreases, hence the boiling point decreases. Next, as the atomic mass of halogen increases, the boiling point increases. That is, boiling point of different haloalkanes is in the order. Iodine has largest size and largest atomic, that is mass. As the atomic mass or the size increases, boiling point increases. Re has more boiling point than RBr, than RCl, and than RF. Cl, F. Fluorine, chlorine, correct, is fluorine, bromine. This is the order of boiling point of the different haloalkanes. Then, in dihaloarenes, the boiling point is increases in the order. In dihaloarenes, if we consider, chlorine, fluorine. This is orthodichlorobenzene. This one is metadichlorobenzene, and this one is paradichlorobenzene. In these three, the boiling point lies in this order. Orthochlorobenzene has less boiling point than metadichlorobenzene than paradichlorobenzene. Paradichlorobenzene has highest boiling point. This is because in orthodichlorobenzene, the chlorine atoms are nearer to each other. That means there is more repulsion. That is, steric hindrance is there. Therefore, stability is less. So, more the stability, more is the boiling point. So, here lesser stability means boiling point is less. Here, the chlorine atoms are little far from each other. There is less repulsion compared to here. So, more stability compared to orthodichlorobenzene. Therefore, this has higher boiling point than metadichlorobenzene has higher boiling point than orthodichlorobenzene. Whereas in paradichlorobenzene, they are very far from each other. There is no repulsion between the chlorine atoms. So, there is no steric hindrance is there here, and that is one reason. And one more reason is this molecule is symmetrical. That means it fits into the crystal lattice better than these. Therefore, stability is more. Therefore, its boiling point is more. So, this is about boiling point. Next point, next physical property is density. See, density increases with increase in molecular mass. So, as the density increases due to increase in number of carbon atoms. The second point is increase in halogen atoms and increase in atomic mass of halogen atoms. As the atomic mass of halogens increases, the density increases. The last physical property is solubility. So, these haloalkanes are slightly soluble in water. This is because, as you know, haloalkanes are slightly polar in nature. The polarity in the polar nature in haloalkanes is not sufficient to overcome the existing hydrogen bonds in water. Therefore, they are slightly soluble in water, but they are more soluble in organic solvents like carbon tetrachloride. So these are the physical properties of haloalkanes. Which are the physical properties? First one is based on, that is the physical state. Lower members are gases, higher members are solids or liquids, and they are colorless in the pure form, but when exposed to air they acquire bromides and iodides acquire color, and then the haloarenes are volatile and they have sweet smell. And then boiling point is important. Boiling point of haloalkanes are more than the corresponding alkanes. This is because haloalkanes are polar in nature. So the in between the molecules there is dipole-dipole interaction is there, which is strong. So they have higher boiling point than alkanes. Then next in isomeric haloalkanes, with increase in branching, the boiling point decreases. The boiling point decreases because of less surface area, and van der Waals force of attraction decreases. So boiling point decreases. And as the atomic mass of haloalkanes increases, if we consider same the haloalkanes of same alkyl groups, the boiling point increases in the order Ri, more boiling point than Br, than RCl, than Rf. Then, so next property, density. Density depends on, density increases with increase in number of carbon atoms, with increase in number of halogen atoms, and with increase in the size, that is atomic mass of halogen atoms. Next, solubility. Haloalkanes are slightly soluble in water because they are slightly polar in nature. That polar nature is not sufficient to break the existing hydrogen bonds in water. Whereas haloalkanes are readily, they are more soluble in organic solvents like carbon tetrachloride.